Hello everybody, welcome to BrickVault. Today is another LEGO weekly news update. Tons and tons of things happened within the world of LEGO this week. Lots of ideas, stories. LEGO made an official statement around the massive amount of idea sets that have been getting voted through recently. The MOS Eisley Cantina set was officially announced, so there's better pictures and all the info about it. The Levi's collection of clothes and gear has also been revealed as well. The real question is, what is this thing? Is that for like babies or hiking or something? I don't know. You let me know in the comments below. Also, the first look for that Adidas shoe is out. A few other little stories are popping up here and there. And before we jump into everything this week, first I do want to say the custom builds that went up in the web store this week are the P51 Mustangs from Chris Bino. There's 3 different color combinations. The details are pretty darn excellent and they're incredibly strong, very swooshable, and in terms of handling, they're probably more like a playset than anything else that has been put up in the web store for instructions. So anyways, if you want to check that out, that's www.brickvault.toys. It's a great way to help support the channel, and if you at all like cool custom LEGO creations, it's just kind of a fun place to visit if you have not yet already. All right, let's jump into the top stories of the week, everything that has to do with ideas first. So this last week, 35 projects have qualified for the second stage review of 2020, which if you did not know is an all-time record for any amount of projects during a review stage, which beat the next highest one, which was last review stage at 26, which was also a huge record. People are interested / concerned about the high amount of projects getting approved. People ask the questions, will more projects get pushed through? Will LEGO still only approve 1 or 2, and then that means a lot of maybe possible potential good projects that could have been reviewed just have to get pushed by the wayside due to the fact that they're all kind of scrunched up into a single review stage? People don't really know what's going to happen, and LEGO did create a statement that basically says they're totally aware of the problem and they're not yet committed to changing up the current system that they have right now. That's due to the fact that people are and have been stuck inside their houses most of this last year. Online traffic and LEGO interest has gone up because of that, so they're unsure if this giant trend of tons of things getting voted through for ideas is going to stick around till next year or the year after that. They didn't specifically answer how or what is going to happen with these later review stages, and they basically said they're aware of what's going on and they want to make sure they have a system in place that will be effective for decades to come. So speaking of approved LEGO idea sets, the last one that got into that group of 35 was the Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout Course by the real Ashnflash. Fall Guys is like the most recent trendy game. It has an interesting shape for characters. I actually do like the brick built pieces used to illustrate the different figures here. It's a very flashy and colorful little universe, and the build here seems pretty darn simple, but then again, just looking at what Fall Guys looks like, it seems decently accurate. Depending on the timing or how long this game stays popular, who knows, maybe an approval for this set is possible, but there's also 34 other ideas projects to consider for this particular review stage. Congrats to the real Ashnflash for getting those 10,000 votes of support, and then we are still not done talking about LEGO ideas because they have also kicked off a new building contest. The deadline is October 8th, and the title of the contest is Head Back to Hogwarts. As far as I can tell, the parameters or what you want to build is to do anything Harry Potter related at all. The grand prize gets a massive amount of Harry Potter sets, which looks pretty cool. So I have a feeling this is going to be a pretty hotly contested contest. And if you go to the website, which is linked in the description below, you can already see some of the submissions that people have put through for this building contest. Now, officially, the MOS Eisley Cantina set was revealed with all of the much better high quality pictures. Set number 75290. It's going to retail for $350 in the States. Will include 21 minifigures, a lot of them exclusive to this set, and the cantina itself is absolutely massive. It opens up. There's a little Jawa shop as a side build and a couple of different speeders. I'm pretty stoked about getting all these new characters. I think that's going to be the biggest plus for for me personally checking this out. The set will be releasing September 16th for LEGO VIP members, and I expect it's going to be a pretty darn popular one. We're looking forward to it. It's definitely going to be an excellent set for expanding the LEGO Star Wars minifigure collection. And I almost forgot to mention it, but along with the MOS Eisley Cantina releasing on September 16th, there is going to be a gift with purchase for VIP members, and it is Yoda's lightsaber, I guess life-size. It's got that similar little Star Wars print detailing on the tile piece. It looks sort of like it could have said 40-year anniversary or something like that, even though it totally wouldn't have made sense because it's Yoda's lightsaber. You don't really see it until the Clone Wars, I think. And also Yoda's like one of the only main characters from Star Wars that's never been to Tatooine. So it is kind of a funny thing to get as a gift with purchase, a little bit unique. And the timing is absolutely insane because you guys should just see what comes out next Friday for the LEGO web store, our web store, www.brickvault.toys. Haha, shameless plug. It's just super weird. We didn't think this was coming down the line, and the project being released next Friday is extremely similar thematically to what this gift with purchase is. I don't know how much more obvious I can be. All I can say is you should start guessing the different characters. Let's move on. And then earlier this week, the Legos and Levi's collection was officially announced. They've got a whole promo video for it, and I'm just going to be flashing by different articles and items that are going to be part of this new fashion line. It's an interesting idea for sure. You can see we've got some denim clothing with just a few colorful button highlights that indicate some of the classic LEGO colors, some yellow or red studded squares that I think are some type of silica. You can actually stud little tile pieces or anything, I suppose, onto this part of the clothing, though it is kind of movable and stretchy, I think. So you can see they're only showing these clothes with 1x1s, and my guess is like a 2x4 would probably pop off of this if you were moving around with it on there. There's a sweatshirt with some graphics, a couple of different sweatshirts with those little silica squares on the chest, a Levi's Lego brick logo. Interesting that it's like two 2x4s and I guess a plate on the underside. I don't know why that pops out to me. It just seems a little bit odd there. Studs on a beanie. Once again, please let me know what that is in the comments below. Is this for like holding baby bottles or something? It's an interesting idea. I also left an article from the Brick Fan which shows the prices for everything that you just saw. It also includes a few other images that aren't necessarily professional pics of other clothing. And long story short, it's a pretty interesting and pretty complete fashion line. I wasn't expecting to see so many different articles and items of clothing all coming out with LEGO themes. I'd be curious to see what you guys think about this stuff. Seems like they're trying to appeal to the slightly older, slightly more fashion sensible or mature audience here, which I suppose makes sense. There's a lot of older LEGO fans. And of course, kids could wear any of this stuff too. It's not like it's specifically targeted at adults. Anyways, I am just curious to know what you guys think about this line. And along the same lines, the Adidas Lego shoe from the A through ZX line has had its first reveal. It was an Instagram review, and I get the impression that this is going to be one of those more collectible shoes that you don't necessarily wear. You buy it, it comes in a cool box, and it's very colorful and flashy, and you never want to get it dirty. That's the impression, at least, that I get for this shoe. It's going to sell from anywhere between 120 to 130 bucks, and I don't really know much about shoes. I don't really know how to think they're cool or bad or good or terrible, but I was sort of expecting to see better defined or more classical LEGO stud detailing on the bottom of the foot. I felt like that would have been kind of like a cool little layup. It sort of looks like LEGO studs, but it's a bit different. Anyways, I'm a bit out of my element, I feel, talking about shoes on the internet. So once again, just leave it up to you guys. What do you guys think about the Levi's clothes? What do you think about the Adidas shoes? Are you gonna just get decked out in all this LEGO gear? I don't know. And it's funny, I was just looking through all of the different stories for the week, and it looks like I've talked about all the major ones. There's a couple of links to a few other tiny things here and there in the description below, so I do recommend that you check out the original sources. Of course, check out the web store. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you want to do. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this little news video, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.